Good morning, everyone. Is the Bronx in the house? Is the Bronx in the house? Are we here to protect our community boards? Come on, guys, are we here to protect our community boards? Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. I'm here with my partner at Borough Hall, Deputy Borough President Aurelia Green. We're here with some elected officials who will be gracing us with some words as well. I'll call them up when I'll introduce them as I'll call them up. We're here also with community board district managers, as well as community chairs, and our volunteers at community boards. Give yourself a strong round of applause for being here today. As you know, the mayor and the city council, as well as up in Albany, everyone is talking budget. And ladies and gentlemen, we're here today because we want to protect our partners in government, the community boards. They are my partners in government here in the Bronx. We know that in the mayor's budget proposal, it seems like he's taken the very lifeblood from the front line of democracy right here in the Bronx and throughout the city of New York. I say that the community boards are the front lines of democracy because, as we all know, this is where our more vulnerable residents go to, the first place that they go to, be it when a tenant is being threatened in terms of eviction by their landlords, when a family is looking for a place to sleep at night, when senior citizens have nowhere to turn to and are looking for vital services, when someone wants to make a complaint about everything from noise to transportation, when folks are looking for the essential services, the first place that they go to is our community boards. For that today, I want to say thank you for all of your service that you do on a daily basis. Thank you.
They have district service cabinet meetings every single month, and they have community board meetings where they look, what is the Department of Transportation doing? What is the Department of Buildings doing? What is HPD doing? What is going on with the Department of Health? That is real transparency brought back to the communities. I think that, like our borough president stated, community boards is the most local form of government that we have. They are what brings the people in the neighborhoods out and introduces them to what government is all about. It's about the democratic voice. It's about our themes and our ideas and our opinions getting aired in a public forum that, quite honestly, does not happen every single day at City Hall. It's about making sure that people's voices in our communities are heard and represented, and it's unfortunate that a mayor who's big on telecommunications, big on 311, wants to take that voice away from our communities. And we are here today. We are here today to say that we do recognize it's very tough, this economic condition and situation we're in. But the community boards have been doing more with less for years upon years upon years.
We need in our communities a way for people to fight for their neighborhoods. We need a place for them to go that represents their interest. We need a community-based little city hall because sometimes the big city hall doesn't get the picture of what's happening and needs to be told what we want done. So I want you to know on a very personal basis, this means a lot to me. My colleagues, I feel in the Bronx, you heard from Councilmember Rivera, you're hearing from me today, we will do all we can to fight these cuts. I would hope that these cuts are not about an intention to reduce community input. You have a charter revision commission that mysteriously is meeting as these cuts are proposed. Let me tell you something. Always look beyond the trees to the forest. People should know at City Hall that we are aware. We can read between the lines. We don't like what we may be reading, and we're here early in the process You have friends in the council who know that the community boards are a small investment financially, but they're a big investment when it comes to little people that we represent here in the Bronx. Thank you very much.
Community boards are our front line of defense in terms of government services. This is where the average person goes. This is where in any given community board, you have up to 50 people volunteering their services, and this is where folks are able to voice their concerns, do it in a passionate way, and advocate for their local community.
Community boards are the only city agency where the people of New York City have a direct voice, have an immediate and direct voice in how they are served. And Mayor Bloomberg is trying to turn the lights out on us. It's very simple. All those years that other budgets grew fat, our budgets didn't grow at all. So now the mayor says that people who are fat have to go on a diet. Well, I'll take his advice on one score, but community boards can't go on a diet. This is starvation, and there's a difference between going on a diet and being starved, and that's what the mayor is doing to us.
Predatory equity lenders would have abandoned out all these buildings by now, unless there was a community planning board to organize and fight for tenants. That park would not be there. The city just would not fix Joyce Kilmer Park. But the community board chose it as their special project and said it must be open and beautiful. And we can go on and on. But we must have community boards to protect and help our communities thrive.
If the mayor gets away with his budget cuts, then where will we go? This is a democracy. This is not a dictatorship. This is not a monarchy. We have put in play through the city charter a system where folks can go on a daily basis and voice their concerns on services, and the mayor wants to do away with that.
The effects that the proposed budget cuts that the mayor is attempting to implement would reduce our budgets to about $144,000. That would probably mean a reduction in staff, a reduction in necessary resources to do our day-to-day operations, and overall it would be the decline of the quality of life within the community board.
Community boards play an integral role in allowing residents to have a dialogue about development, about housing, about new schools, and all the other quality of life issues that are important in their community. This is an opportunity to meet with the city and state agencies that are developing and bringing new residents and families into our community, and this is a part of our residents.